An owner is reunited with her dog, but the dog napper CHP on the Central Coast is gearing up for a big holiday travel season. AAA estimates more than 10 million people in California are expected to hit the road. The hunt is on for an arsonist who attacked the day the Republican presidential candidates have been working toward for months. Tonight, voters in Iowa will cast the first ballots of the 2012 election. Voting has just begun in the state's more than 1,700 precincts.
The only local news in high definition. Central Coast News right now.
Detectives are turning to the public for help as they try to catch a bank robber. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Arturo Santiago. We do have new information tonight on the hunt for the Geezer Bandit. Surveillance video that was just released by police shows the suspect fleeing the scene of a robbery earlier this month in San Luis Obispo. And they want people to see this video. Allison Reeder is live in San Luis Obispo. And Allison, what is it that they're trying to accomplish here? All right, thank you for that, Allison. And according to the FBI, the Geezer Bandit is believed to be responsible for 16 bank robberies dating back to August of 2009. A $20,000 reward is being offered for information. Police are revealing new clues about a man from Salinas who's accused of killing his mother and possibly dumping her body on the Central Coast. Officers in Salinas say during a search of Christopher Sorensen's home, they found a receipt for a Subway sandwich store in Santa Maria. In more local news, two men from Santa Barbara are missing somewhere near the Mojave Desert. They haven't been seen since early Sunday morning, and now nearly 24 friends and family members have joined the search. Victoria Sanchez is live in Santa Barbara now with the latest on this. Victoria?
Victoria Sanchez, Arturo, back to you.
All right, thanks for that, Victoria. And for more information on how you can help out in the search, you can go to our website, kcoy.com. Well, this is new information. An at-risk woman who was missing is back safe at home tonight in Grover Beach. 59-year-old Margaret Peggy Chamberlain disappeared yesterday afternoon after leaving a doctor's office on Halcyon Road in Arroyo Grande. In America right now, there's still no sign of progress on Capitol Hill as lawmakers look for a way to extend payroll tax cuts before they expire at the end of the year. Lawmakers are exchanging demands over the payroll tax cut. Another 2 million people could lose unemployment benefits, and doctors could see payments from Medicare cut by 27% if Congress does not work out a deal. In more local news, San Luis Obispo's top cop packed up her office today. It was Chief Deborah Linden's last day on the job. Well, time now for your first look at the weather, and our chief meteorologist, Jim Berg, joins us. Not a bad afternoon.
Not a bad afternoon. A little warmer for the valleys, coastal areas, a little bit cooler. But, hey, we're heading into another chilly night. But take a look at these morning lows today. Mostly clear and cold, but we could see some patchy fog developing again tonight from Lompoc north to Morro Bay. We saw that last night. Could see that developing again tonight for a few hours. But, again, chilly temperatures tonight.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
In the world right now, Prince William and Princess Kate are preparing to spend their first Christmas together as husband and wife. But before they celebrate with the royals, the newlyweds are carrying on another holiday tradition. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are cooking a meal for people who don't have a home for the holidays. Well, we're continuing our special series of reports on school food. The School Food Initiative has been a big gift to schools on the Central Coast, helping them get back to cooking from scratch and giving students a healthy dose of good food. Jennifer Mandalay joins us as she does every Wednesday with today's School Food Report. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Arturo, this is one present that students do not want to return. If you like pizza, do you love pizza?
I love pizza, yes.
You will love pourable pizza.
Well, the California Highway Patrol is celebrating a successful Chips for Kids toy drive. Officers spent several hours in Goleta collecting toys last night. In 4.5 hours, enough toys were collected to fill 3 CHP patrol cars. Time for your Weather Authority forecast and our chief meteorologist, Jim Byrne. So looks like we have nice days ahead.
We do have nice days ahead. Some very cold nights, though. And the temperatures topping out on Saturday and Sunday.
That sounds very comfortable.
And it is a very nice forecast.
All righty. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
Well, this is no secret Santa. A woman in Michigan says she accidentally gave her Christmas gifts away to a stranger. It happened outside of a mall in Novi, Michigan last week. Linda Gibson says she put $700 worth of gifts in the wrong car trunk. Finally at 5, talk about moving on up. One apartment in New York City broke the record after selling for $88 million. Wow. The 6,700 square foot penthouse at 15 Central Park West is believed to have been bought by a Russian billionaire, and it's said to be a gift for his 22-year-old daughter who's studying in the Big Apple. So it's kind of a dorm room, Jim.
Yeah.
Other than sweeping views of Central Park and the New York skyline, it does come with 4 bedrooms, 2 wood-burning fireplaces, and a wraparound terrace. Well, she'll need all that room for studying, right?
Wow.
I know.
That beats the dormitory, that's
Sure
for
does.
sure.
Stay
Mess
tuned
hall.
for the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
Have a good night.
The only local news in high definition. Central Coast News right now.
New details have emerged out of the deadly, fiery crash on Highway 101. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Arturo Santiago. And this is new information. The CHP has identified the 4 people who were involved in yesterday's accident near Buellton, including the driver of the big rig truck who died. Dave Alley has the story from Santa Barbara County.
Coast News.
And Caltrans was able to reopen one lane of the northbound 101 at around 3:30 this morning. Caltrans crews were busy today working to reconstruct that bridge. Well, the case against the former owners of Montecito Motors is moving forward. All 4 family members who are charged in the case appeared in Santa Barbara Superior Court for their preliminary hearing setting. Victoria Sanchez has the latest details from Santa Barbara.
For Central Coast News.
The Taylors will be back in court on February 15th. The district attorney filed a motion to transfer the Tony D'Annunzio case from a courtroom on the South Coast to Santa Maria. The deputy district attorney said in court today that the pretrial publicity and media coverage will make it difficult to find a jury in Santa Barbara who wouldn't already know about the case. And now on to an Operation Job story. The owners of a longtime tech business in San Luis Obispo are optimistic about 2012. In fact, they're moving into a new location and looking to hire new employees. Allison Reeder is live in San Luis Obispo with more on how Clever Ducks is flying high. Allison?
It can make them more efficient. Live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Allison Reeder, your Central Coast News.
All right, thank you, Allison. And if you're interested in working for Clever Ducks, you can fill out an application online. Just go to our website and click on story links in the big red box. We have an educational alert now. A high school on the Central Coast is gearing up to launch its standardized testing campaign. It's a big effort every year to encourage students to take the yearly testing seriously. Jacqueline Twala has the story from Santa Maria.
Coast News.
The campaign will kick off in late April, a few weeks before testing begins. The Santa Barbara Community College District Board of Trustees is asking for help in finding a new president. The board wants to establish a 16-member search committee. Time for your Weather Authority forecast and our chief meteorologist, Jim Byrne.
Yeah.
Beautiful day today.
Oh, boy. I mean, January 13th?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's more like late May.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
Made to order, right?
Made to order. We do have some changes, though.
Oh, okay.
Some subtle changes as we head into the weekend. But nothing like ending off the week with a beautiful photo like
That's
this. Kathy Gregg. Look, Northern California by middle part of next week. But
How
for
far
us,
south could that reach,
that's
though?
the big question.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks pretty dry, but maybe by Friday, Saturday, we could see a little something.
All righty. Thank you, Jim.
You got it.
In campaign 2012, most of the Republican presidential candidates were on the campaign trail in South Carolina today, looking for votes and trying to slow down Mitt Romney's momentum. Manuel Gallegos has the latest. In the world right now, Joran Vandersloot, a key suspect in the 2005 disappearance of U.S. teen Natalie Holloway, is going to prison. Today, a judge sentenced him to 28 years in a Peruvian prison. In America right now, 3 people are dead and 2 others are injured after a shooting at a lumber company in North Carolina. The shooter was also hurt. The unidentified gunman shot himself at his home and was taken to the hospital. Several investigations are underway into the U.S. Marines who are accused of desecrating the corpses of Taliban fighters. But it seems even the promise of swift punishment will do little to stop the anti-American outrage. Tara Mergener has the latest from the Pentagon.
Coast News.
U.S. Ambassador Mark Grossman is due to visit Afghanistan next week. Well, does your baby have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep? Most parents think sleep issues are part of infancy that'll soon pass, but a new study says differently. Allison Harmelin has this story.
Coast News.
Now, pediatricians say any significant changes in a child's behavior, learning capacity, or mood swings can all be signs that your child may not be getting good quality sleep at night. It's the kind of thing that makes people stare and slows down traffic. The California Highway Patrol sees it every day, injury, accidents. In the 27 weeks of academy training, cadets leave knowing every role that needs to be filled when there's a collision. Hour after hour, they're taught how to secure a scene, assist with the injured, conduct an accident investigation, and if necessary, make arrests. And they have to be able to do it all alone.
There are places so remote that you have one officer doing everything that you guys did right here.
Another invaluable skill for an officer to have is being able to handle their cruiser. Welcome to the skid pan, where cadets learn how to steer and counter-steer in adverse conditions.
We want that good rolling friction up in front. It's going to make the back end light, make it easier to slide. Okay? You ready?
Yep.
Let's go give it a shot. All right.
Maintaining control of the cruiser while purposely putting it into a slide, and then a drift, and then back into another slide, teaches you the limits of the car's performance, what it's able to do under any kind of driving conditions, so that on the highway, officers know how to stay safe and survive. But the truth of the matter is, this is a profession where some do not survive. Every week, Academy cadets perform a special tribute. In formation, they surround the fountain in the middle of the quad. On the fountain, on bronze plates, are the names of the CHP officers who have died in the line of duty. Officers Rick Stovall, Britt Irvine, and Lauren Scruggs from the Central Coast are among them. In this display of precision marching, cadets line up directly in front of a nameplate. And in tribute to their bravery, for the honor of serving in their stead, the cadets hand polish each one of the bronze nameplates. This tribute to the past allows a better perspective on the future. So the education continues at the CHP Academy, where cadets train their bodies, their minds, and their character to be able to one day live the life. This happens everywhere, all the time. Oprah walks in, and women go into a frenzy. And perhaps the ones who are the most fanatic today are the ones who are outside looking in. And it's tough on the outside, what with all the sign holding and more sign holding. Police even scuffle with a would-be scalper. It's definitely tough on the outside.
I've been on eBay. A man attempted to fraud, exploit me for money.
Honestly, how can people get so caught up in this Oprah mania?
Oh, I saw you on the news.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Great.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Oprah watches me.
Yeah,
see?
I
Yeah. Well, Oprah does come to Denver with a message for all.
You are responsible for your own life. You are responsible for what happens to you. And the biggest principle that I live by is the fact that whatever you put out into the world comes back to you.
And that's what so many are crazed to hear in person.
Don't. It's unflattering.
5,000 women are taking part in Oprah Winfrey's Live Your Best Life tour at the Colorado Convention Center. It's a day-long interactive event in which women hear from Oprah herself motivational and esteem-building philosophies.
If you can figure out in your own life how that works for you, then you have the master plan for your own life. I'm going to the Oprah Winfrey Show! Oh, sweetheart!
The experience definitely became spiritual for this Michigan woman who begged in the window for tickets.
We get more tickets. We're going to Oprah!
And was finally promised passes to Oprah's show in Chicago.
Oh, God!
And one final note, mark your calendars. In June of 2006, the Oprah show will be coming to CBS 4. In Denver, Arturo, Santiago, CBS 4 News.
Horses are so last year.
Yeah. You know what? I got an idea.
You sure you want to do this?
Not a problem.
8 seconds, a long time.
I got this, Gary.
Ride tough, Arturo.
Outside, boys.
Good ride, Arturo. You're up, Katie.
Central Coast News. This ain't our first rodeo.
Ride tough, Katie.